Hello once again. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about truth and honesty and what the hell is the point. So I've been asking myself some questions of late, like where are we? What the hell are we doing here? And most importantly, who the hell is to blame? I mean, let's talk about COVID. Is it China? Is it now Australia? Is it the cabal of baby-eating lizard people? Is it Hillary and her emails? Or is it God? Who knows? And that's my point. The internet is a wonderful progression in human abilities to communicate and communicate at lightning speed. However, at this point it seems that our lives are completely dominated by these things called algorithms. Algorithms are shaping the way that we see the world. Our search history is getting used against us, forcing us down this rabbit hole of cyclonic doom and gloom. And this is spirited on by our mistrust in everything. So these days it's just become a lot easier to become mistrustful of people. Why? Because we have figured out that human beings are a mistrustful bunch of lying, dishonest cretins. Studies have shown that the normal human lies between 1 and 2 times per day. That is 15.6 billion lies told every single day, or nearly 5.7 trillion lies told in a period of 1 year. That's a lot of lies. And this doesn't even account for the outliers there, the professional liars, the politicians like this guy. This guy has been estimated to have told 30,000 lies in his 4-year term. That is an average of 21 lies per day, and that doesn't even count for the ones that he told in private. Money, being the root of many, many evils, seems to change even the best of us. Society hails and rails on the wealthy. If you have it, you're a king. If you don't, well then, you're not. So the rest of us nots are sitting there very concerned about the fact that we are nots. And this leads to subjugation, alienation, and inevitably loneliness. Being the social creatures that we are, and the common mistrust that we have for our neighbor, and especially the elite, it seems a simple step for us to be able to gravitate towards a strange and wacky idea with people who are professing to know the real truth, or by following others and living vicariously through them, or by quickly bridging the divide of loneliness by joining online forums, of which there are a multitude on very, very many platforms. Unfortunately, many of these behaviors seem to lead to a positive reinforcing feedback loop. And this appears to be fed daily by mainstream media as well as our social media platforms. And of course, our search history. So politicians are known to be one of the worst group of liars on the planet, voted in by telling a whole bunch of lies which they'll never ever enact. But hopefully what we have in the end is a few laws to help us nots. But of course, with every dark story there's a silver lining, because in comes business, and business is different, right? Businesses are governed by laws. We are beholden to our investors. We are beholden, if we are a public company, to our shareholders. Therefore, we cannot act against the public good. Yes, businesses are the last bastion of truth, where us lowly liars can simply look on and praise with glory as they are open and honest about everything. Well, of course that's not the case, is it? We have so many different examples of businesses which have almost crashed markets, which have stolen, which have pillaged, and which have done some really, really creative accounting. Businesses' main purpose is money. Money and more money. And let's not forget, of course, that they are run by liars, liars like us, and liars on steroids. We live in a society praising greed and growth above all else. And of course, we are fed continuously by news agencies compounding lies to magnificent proportions. But wait, there is actually a silver lining, and you are that silver lining. It's not all doom and gloom, and it certainly doesn't need to be this way. In walks the new entrepreneur, the one that's going to change the world. And we are going to change the world one business at a time, and let that business be yours to start with. Lauding not the dishonest dealings of the big corporation, but instead praising the straightforward appeal of an honest day's work. Economies are built and propped up by the works of the lowly entrepreneur, working daily on dependability, good customer service, and innovation. Many of us entrepreneurs are suffering at the moment. I know from my side, I own a little hotel in a beach resort in Neisner. There are no international tourists at the moment, and our town is suffering. Just as many of us are suffering at the moment, there are many waiting in the wings, waiting to enter the market and make a difference. The most important thing that we can do right now is, when we are ready to make that difference, is to make that difference in the correct way, instilling the principles of good governance right from the beginning. I don't know how many times in my life I've discovered through pain that dishonesty to myself and to others just does not work. Lies are always outed. The latest entrepreneur to find himself in hot water is Vlad the stock impaler. Why Vlad couldn't have just come out from the beginning and say that he had liquidity issues, I just don't know. Now, of course, he finds himself sweating bullets in front of Congress, further compounding the lies that he's told. The thing is that everybody's bullshit-o-meter is running off the charts at the moment, and we are looking for any excuse to blame Vlad and Robinhood for the mayhem that happened in the GameStop saga. The other part of that comes out is this payment for order flow business. Why that couldn't have been explained and divulged to every single app user before they entered the market on Robinhood, I just don't know. You see, the thing is that truth in business allows everybody to know exactly where they are at any given moment. From the employee to the investor, and most importantly to you, the entrepreneur. So there you go, guys. That's my take on truth and honesty in business. It is always the best idea to be honest with yourself as well as every other stakeholder in your business. That includes your customers. Good businesses around the world are based on trust. And once you gain that trust, you hold on to it dearly. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked what I had to say here, please hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the bell icon if you don't want to miss any of my further uploads in the future. And please share the video or comment down below. All these things that I've just laid out help the algorithm to send my message over to more and more people. And I would really like that. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers. See you next time.